All right. Hello, gamers. Welcome back to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today, we're trying out Blueprints. What do I know about this game? I know it is puzzly. It's a puzzle game. I know that everybody's yelling at each other, don't spoil it, don't spoil it. So it's apparently a game where spoilers are very bad. This is one of those games where someone was like, yo, here's a link to a game. Would you try this? And I looked at the trailer and I was like, yeah, I'd give it a shot. There are some games that I've played that are similar to it, like The Room and The Room 2 and The Room 3, The Room 4. Many games I've played similar to it. And I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And so they bought it for me, and here we are. So we're gonna give it a shot, chat. Here we go. So, Blueprints. New game. Let's see if I've got enough brain wrinkles for whatever this thing is about to throw at me. Also, about 2 hours from now, we'll take a little break because that big Guild Wars 2 video project is coming out. And we gotta see that. Gotta check that out. Then we'll come back to Blueprints after. Dogu Bomb presents. What is the video project? It's called 25 Years of Guild Wars. In association with Raw Fury. A game by Tondo Ross. Project of yours? No. Project of Arena Nets. They're doing like a watch party.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
I think the nephew made this tape with AI. He used ChatGPT to make this. He just wanted the stuff.
On my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
Ah, he didn't even get to see the new millennium.
S. Sinclair.
Poor Herbert. Rip Herbert. Blueprints. Rip Herbert the pervert. You gotta find my 46th room. Where's that muscly arm nephew? Oh man, my throat is sore right now. Cannot do the voice right. Okay. Alright, let's leave. What do we got out here? Can't jump. Can't crouch. I can sprint. Let me out. The grounds. Imagine if the 46 room was down here and I just found it immediately. Can I go off the cliff? Nope, can't go off the cliff. Weird spot for pipes. Maybe for these torches. Maybe they're automated or something. Is it braziers? I almost said braziers. Braziers. Okay. In the top left corner, I see footsteps 49. Not sure what that means. Yet. Also, if anybody needs to hear it, shut up! Apparently, this game, the pleasure of playing it is ruined by people not shutting up, so shut up. You know, with love in my heart. Shut up. Now it says 48. Wait, is it counting down based on my movement? Which means I'm gonna get punished if I don't... Dude, if this is a timed game, I'm out. I don't need that stress in my life. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu tab. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. Are you... Okay. Serious? I could step over that. Oh my god. Okay, so... On a sec, I got a thing that does. Alright. Outside... Little gate lock. 4 digits. Okay, that's my first note, chat. That's my first note. Alright, so that thing counting down... It's now at 47. I'm guessing, like, after that, you have to call it a day. I hope that's not, like, you fail. Or I'm just gonna be like, meh. Alright. I bet I'm the first gamer to start this game and immediately turn around and find the campsite before even stepping foot into the place. Muck looking up answers? No, I'm writing things down. Hold on, I'll show you. I opened a Word document and I started writing stuff down. Each day you have a limited number of rooms to enter. Wait, what? Jen, if that's true, then that means that YouTube chat did the first spoiler. You call it a day and did... Yo, what are you doing? Oh, okay, hold on a sec. How do I do emote only mode on YouTube chat? Bro, what the fuck? Like, 2 of you in a row. Alright. Hold on. Okay. I'm doing emote only where I can. You guys are... Dude, literally, the game starts here. I made it here. And then 2 spoilers on YouTube chat. What's this? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you lose steps. When you no longer have steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice, do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. What? Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert something something. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Okay. So, seems like I could just go in 3 directions. Alright. Select a room to draft. Wait, what? I pick the room that shows up? This is not what I thought this game was. Okay, so this is like the Hades of room. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. +1 gemstone. Okay. The trunk is locked. Okay. Den, locked trunk. Guest bedroom +10 steps. Gemstone. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. So you added darts to the billiard room. Okay. Pantry so that we can continue going northward. 3 steps for a banana. 4 gold. Brigitte, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Note mentions 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. And we just found 1 banana. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, you gain 2 steps. Okay, what if I walk out and back in? So 53, 52, 51, 53. Okay, so you just keep going right back to 53. Amulet with a moon thing on it. Trunk is locked.
Go ninja.
Den locked trunk. Yeah. Bedroom. Locked trunk. You put Twitch in emote only mode because of YouTube spoilers? That's correct. I'm not looking... I don't know how to put YouTube chat into emote only mode, so I'm not looking at it very much anymore. They have earned my ignoring. Except you, Bluebell. You're perfect. Greetings from Reddington. Security? Requires a gem. Oh, I earned a cutscene. What up? I have legs. Because of the animation style, I can't tell how old this kid is supposed to be. Like, he came here alone, he set up a campsite. I'm thinking at least late teens. But the model looks really young. Okay, so right there, that little movement showed that there is a significant delay when you mess with the cameras. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live, out, and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Miss Babbage. Terminal password starts with an S. Sunshine? Shameful? Terminal password. Shameful? Question mark. Sunshine? Question mark. Until further access, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Blue memo's true, red memo's lies.
Hello,
Wait.
Mr. Muck. I just got here, but someone said you want to hear all the spoilers for this game.
No!
Okay, the biggest reveal is...
No!
A kid never heard of this game before.
No! Timing him
Enjoy.
out doesn't actually stop the TTS! No! Crap. Thanks for the sub. Okay, it said red memos are lies. So the antechamber no longer requires levers. So antechamber requires levers. Because it was a lie. Okay. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Enter estate inventory. 2 trunks. Main menu. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be opened with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Set security level. Determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see...
Loophole.
Oh my god. Wait, what? Determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors at the low setting and 5 or 6 at the high setting. Change offline mode. Log into network. Ah! Shoot. Come on. Okay. Whenever you enter the chapel, you lose money. What? More likely to draw red rooms while drafting. I don't know what a red room would do. This service costs 5 gold and exchanges all your gems with all your gold. I don't have 5 gold. Oh, the launch room's a dead end. Did not realize that. Okay. Nook. It says there's a key in here. That's kind of eye-catching. Tag with a 10 on it. A journal noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly a journal, will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Okay. Oh, I have to use the key that I just obtained? Lame. I'm gonna have to go all the way back to the entrance hall after this. Oh, no, never mind. It's turned this a different way. Oh, never mind. I don't have enough gems for that. Now I have a gem. Electronic key card. Opens electronically powered security doors. Okay. What was this again? Reddington. Okay. Parlor. The box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the blue box. This box is the black box. Okay, so that has the gems. How do we open it? This thingy. Wind-up key. Component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it has been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, Mr. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. At least one. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are empty. This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. Okay. All right. Only one of them's true. One of them's a lie. If this is saying the box that claims to be black has the gems, and this is the box that claims to be black, but it's actually blue, then that would mean 2 things here would have to be true. Wait, no. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Wait, refresh that. One is the truth, one's a lie. The box that claims to be black has the gems. Okay, let's assume that statement is true. This is the black box. That is not true, but it claims it, so it could have the gems. This box is the blue box. That is not true also. Let me read this again. At least one with only false. At least one with only true. At least. So there could be 2 false or 2 true. So, if that's true, that's false and has gems, and then this could be false, and that would meet all the requirements. If this is the box that had the gem, this box is the blue box is false, this box is the black box, which is false, and the box that claims to be black is false. Okay, so 3 would be false if this had the prize. If this is... Okay, no, it has to be this one. Okay. Cool. Alright. Alright, where are we now? We need to make a turn, which is not possible with any of these doors. We're gonna have to, like, reset. We're gonna, like, make a wall where we can't continue north. Corridor is always left unlocked. The Michael Jackson hat. Hee hee. Alright, so at this point, it's not possible to get to the antechamber from where we are. So let's just try to get loot, I guess? I don't know if I get to keep the loot after a run. Guess we'll find out. Plus 1 star for each time you drafted Observatory. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Compendium of Constellations by Richard Witt. Fen Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, plus 1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, plus 3 steps. Diamondus Minor, 1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the Key, plus 1 key. Diamondus Major, plus 5 gems. Draxus the Dead, dead-end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is 50% off today. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Oh my god, that's so much. That is a lot of information. Can't turn it right anymore. Ah. North Star, gained 1 gold.